You know, Turtles 3 on the Game Boy is a Metroidvania. Cowabunga! Cowabunga! That's crystal clear sampling right there. The turtles are enjoying their vacation on a beach in Florida. When suddenly... Look, that TV's tiny. Oh, it got bigger. Come on, April's report is just about to start. Here in New York, crime is escalating every day. Gee, what happened? Bummer, dudes, it's Shredder. See, my question is why? Why steal Manhattan? Turtles, I'm taking April along with Manhattan Island. If you want them back, come and get them. Turtles, fight with honor! Let's go, Turtles! The start of a long, hard battle is beginning. Yeah! So, what I've learned about this game is you can kill them in one hit if you throw them, but then you get less points. So you want to do the double hit so you can get more points, so you can get more lives. These guys, they're trained ninjas that throw sand in your eyes. The color of the foot soldier is the weapon they use, like their specialty. So the purple ones are hand-to-hand, the white ones use swords, the yellow ones use boomerangs, I believe, or they just throw sand in your face. Krang spent a long time programming the perfect throwing the sand in the face attack. Back when Konami was good. Back when they made games. Oh my god. It's amazing, like, how good Konami was. And how many franchises they have, too. I mean, not this one anymore, but, like, Snatcher, Contra... I remember dreaming about this game. I was so hyped for Turtles 3 on the NES. And you know what? It didn't disappoint. Like, I think it's like one of the best Turtles games. I know everyone will say Turtles in Time, but like, I find this one to have like just way more levels, more content. I think it probably even has more characters, like more bosses, than the Super Nintendo one. I could be wrong. The one thing that makes it better than the Super Nintendo one is the fact that the Turtles have a special attack that's not useless. It's like Suikoden's the one you like the most. Like Vandal Hearts is pretty awesome too. It's also weird too when you think of companies that normally you don't associate with RPGs and make RPGs. Like Capcom with Breath of Fire or Sunsoft with Albert's Odyssey. It's like, really? Heck, even Sega and Nintendo. Like, Sega's got Phantasy Star, Nintendo has Mario RPG. Used to like, what, Fear 3 a lot, really like the music. Oh, Konami was definitely really good with the two visual novel games I played, being Snatcher and, oh, Breath of Fire, okay. I tried to play the second one once and I was like just appalled with the translation. It was just such a like, I'm sure there's a fan one now, but I was like, damn. The graphics look pretty good in Breath of Fire, though. I do like the way the combat's done, where it's like they're on the bottom right, and the enemy's on the top right, top left. Like, that was different. With his harpoon gun here. Ow. That one frame kick. Alright, see now, here's what you do. When you have one health, you just spam their special attack. Over and over again. This how good its auto battle was? I do like using auto battle. It's funny, when I play games like Master of Orion on the PC, I always do the auto battle, but every time I watch a video of someone playing it, they do that thing where they just shoot missiles and then, like, exit, and then cheap out every fucking battle, and it's like, well, if you're just gonna, like, just constantly cheese the AI, I don't really see how, like, you broke the game, good job. So sometimes it's like, when you can break a game, I'm like, maybe the auto battle's more fair. Like, I wish Total War had an auto battle. And I don't mean the one that it does have, like, where it does the battle fast, but where the AI fights the battle for you. That way it'd be more fair than me fighting the battle, because I'll just kick the AI's ass. I love this level. Like, look at that scrolling in the background. There's gonna be one part where you're gonna see 5 foot soldiers on screen at once, and then the game's gonna get super laggy. Because at most, you ever notice there's only 3 foot soldiers? Because, like, if you're playing this 2 players, that's, what, like 4 sprites? Or, yeah, that's 5 sprites on screen, right? Because you got 2 turtles and 3 foot soldiers. Alright, it's coming. It's gonna be like... Oh, look at that! Be amazed! But look at that slowdown, that's why you never see that many on screen. You want to kill these guys, you want to get the points to get more credits. What I also like about this game is that Donatello is the shittiest turtle. He's usually the best turtle, but in this one, it's like, I feel like Raphael, well, Michelangelo's pretty good too, but like Raphael and Leonardo, I feel like are very powerful because of their specials. I still think Raphael has the best because he's got the Psycho Crusher. He's got that, you know? What's also neat is they all have their different idle animations. Like Raphael will spin his sai, Donatello will spin his nunchucks, or Raiden's screaming attack. That weird ass attack that no one knows what he says. Like, just the creators of Mortal Kombat making stupid noises. Alright, now we go and attack their vehicle. The submarine. Oh, there it is. I was like... Oh, it got me. Oh shit, I'm still alive. Okay. Oh no, I was gonna do cheap shit! See, like, what does Leo do? I think he just taps his foot. Yeah, that's all he does. It's his idle animation. See, Raphael makes up for the fact that he kind of has, like, crappy reach with his special. But Leo's special is pretty good as well because it can, like, multi-hit bosses. And Michelangelo's special is the kangaroo kick, which is really good because it gets him out of the way of, like, bosses. Donatello does this spin attack, which is, like... It doesn't have the range or the speed and the power of Raphael's spin attack. Oh, they're... See, the white ones use swords. It's amazing, though, that, like, you know, with the toy line and everything, that they didn't try to copy this and sell, like, certain foot soldiers with different colors that came with different weapons. But then again, I remember the Playmates foot soldier being really stupid. Like, the way it looked. Like, it was just, I don't know. Like, they looked fine in the cartoon and in this game, but it's like the toy itself was just not that good. I would always use the movie foot soldier in its place. Same thing with, like Shredder. He looked fucking dumb, too, as a toy. They kind of messed him up. As much as I love the Playmate toy line. This character first appeared in Planet of the Turtleoids. Oh crap, messed up my timing. Yeah! Somehow getting the submarine allows us to get on the bridge. Oh, that's how they got on the bridge. They left 50 feet up in the air and then just landed on the bridge. At least we got a cutscene showing that. Watch her step along the bridge of danger. Why? We have a 50-foot vertical leap. Like... ninja powers. It's like, there was no need to get that submarine at all. Like, if they can jump that high, why not just get to the bridge? Oh, shit. remember when I was a kid, like, one of my friends asked me, like, where the hell do those, like, bowling balls come from? I'm like, oh, it's just Krang. Oh, no! Oh, that just killed me, thank God. It's just Krang with his android body. Speaking of Krang, here's the rock soldiers. You can't one-hit them with the throw attack. Yeah, it's just Krang off camera. Oh no. He comes back and throws some more. He's like, there, take that, turtles. I think I remember that monster truck toy for Bebop. What's my favorite NES game? That's a tough one. Because it's like, I have games that I really like, but I don't play them anymore because I kind of played them. So it's either going to be like Mega Man 3 and Mega Man 2, or like Mario Brothers 3. This one's up there, but that's because of my Turtles nostalgia. Because I think the problem with beat-em-ups, though, is that, like, they're kind of simple, you know? As fun as they are. Oh, now they got, metal girders or whatever. But also at the same time, like, what I like about this beat-em-up is there are tricks, you know? You don't just go up and just hammer the attack button. You do have to, like, kind of know some timings and some ranges. And that way you don't, you can actually beat it. Monsters in my pocket? Oh yeah, that was like late Konami. That's weird too, because you have a Frankenstein monster and you have, oh, here comes Slash. It's like, where's my binky? Tokimeki Memorial. Fuck. Alright, okay, here's what you do. See what I mean? Like, once you have, like, one health, just spam your special move over and over again. And then grab this pizza. They had to tell me it's pizza, too. And smart after he got oozed. I think because he was a snapper turtle. He was a different species. I just like how, like, he just misses his binky. His little plastic palm tree. Like his little less than $1 pet store palm tree thing. And you know what? To be honest, like, Bebop and Rocksteady had a good idea. It's like, why don't we just make a Ninja Turtle? Like, what the fuck? We just get some ooze and we just make a Ninja Turtle. It's like, okay. I had Slash as a kid. He came with, like, a scimitar kind of weapon. He was cool. Every now and then I'd use him as, like, the 5th turtle. They should have oozed the snake. That would be pretty funny if it had no arms, you know? Like, it's like, you ever see that tailspin with the cobra snake? With the metal jaw? The figures are really nice. Like, the more I think about those Playmate figures, like, they were very posable. And they were very, like, they weren't cheap looking, you know? Like, even if they were the same, like, if they were just the 4 turtles, they actually had different molds. Like, their hands were different, their heads were a little different. It wasn't, like, they could have just easily made one mold and then painted them different colors. but they actually made them slightly different and made their color, their skin tone different. Like Donnie was more brown. Raph was like a very bright green. Oh, the ones with the shells that open, you can put weapons in them. I think the problem with the toy line was they kind of ran out of ideas. You know, they're like, unless it's a new monster, we don't know what to do. Oh, let's just have them play sports or some shit. Let's just have, like, hockey player Michelangelo and soccer Raphael or some shit. The cheapest one, I think, when they just totally just didn't know what the fuck to do anymore, was the birthday turtles. And they were basically toys that you would get for your friend's birthday, and they were just themed, they were birthday themed, so they were only useful for that one fucking purpose. And seriously, as a kid, it's like, once you had the 4 turtles, you were done. You know, like, you didn't need to buy the 4 turtles again. The cartoon ones were the worst. I remember, the ones that made wacky faces. You think there was a tennis Michelangelo? There probably was. The movie turtles weren't bad. The ones based off the movie one with the spots. I always used that Splinter, because that Splinter looked cool. Son of a bitch. It also gave us Super Shredder. Man, I'm really dropping the ball on this guy. Bebop here. Always liked his glasses. And his turtle shoulder pads, that was a nice touch. Because a lot of these characters were made as toys first, right? Before they were made for the cartoon. So they were just made to look cool. That's why in the first season, Bebop and Rocksteady used guns, but we never see them use guns in the second season. Because that's too violent. But they came with guns when you bought them. Or when your parents would buy them. The flail mace hat. I want to think that that's a toy as well when they just ran out of ideas. It's like, oh, there's Bebop with his mace hairdo. And he's like, you turtles are gonna get it. Because his deal was he always would snort like a pig. And they were just completely stupid. My favorite line from the cartoon, though, was like in the early seasons when they're fighting Bebop and Rocksteady on the streets. And thank you, Mazanaga, for the sub. Enjoy the 2 emotes, the N64 ripoff one and the dancing one. But thank you very much, I do appreciate it. There you go, take that, you pink foot soldier. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about the toy line or something. Something Turtles-esque. Oh yeah, they were just fighting them on the street, and then like Leonardo says something like, "Alright, we got this, we just gotta like wear them out," and then Raphael's like, "Yeah, maybe in like 5 or 8 hours they won't be able to throw a car at us." Because they're actually a threat, they're like way stronger than the Turtles, and they're like throwing cars at them. Like that is kind of scary at that point when you're dealing with a mutated creature that's so strong it can just throw a vehicle at you. Oh, well thank you, Mazanaka. I do appreciate it. The stream is kept alive by viewers like you. And with the hefty fun from the... Oh man, I don't remember any PBS commercials. Remember that stuff like on Sesame Street? Sesame Street is kept alive by viewers like you, and a hefty fund from the Children's Educational Network, or whatever. You know what, Konami should have made more show tie-in games. Because there's some TV shows that would have made really good games, I think. Like Captain Planet, they could have done a really good job with Captain Planet. I know there's Captain Planet games, but they're terrible. Those are games you should recycle. Yeah, the two I played, which is the NES one and the Genesis one, are both just awful. And it's like, the concept is not that, like, hard to figure out. You make a platformer, you make, like, 5 characters, each with, like, a special attack. You know, like Mega Man, right? Got one fire, got one rock. Plays the oh yeah, that, in the NES one, it was a shoot-'em-up, and it was a bad one. And you just have, like, Captain Planet for the boss fights, and then you're done. But no, like, apparently they just couldn't wrap their heads around that. The Planet-Mobile? I think it is actually called something that stupid. There was a show, man, Captain Planet had, like, a lot of star power, because it had, like, Jeff Goldblum, and, Whoopi Goldberg? And Meg Ryan, like Meg Ryan, for crying out loud. Like you don't think of her as like in a cartoon, but she was the sexy doctor chick with the robot dude, the robot guy face. And then Jeff Goldblum played the closest cartoon character to him as possible, a giant mutated rat guy. It's funny too because their characters looked like them slightly. But then every now and then, Captain Planet would make an episode that was just... It was just too much. Look at this! Four foot soldiers! Amazing! This is like the only time you get to see that. Like Mutant Turtles gone wrong. As soon as there's 4 of them, it slows down. Once there's like 3, we're okay. Once we get 4, the game turns into this. That's why the Super Nintendo, that one, and the Genesis one are superior. They got 4 foot soldiers on screen at once. But I always remember the arcade one just having a bunch on screen as well, and that's when it was really amazing. The arcade games are fun when there's like so much crap going on, and you got 4 turtles. Yeah, I learned about the war economy stuff from Captain Planet. That was the episode where, like, I forget. It was the dude with the ponytail that at the end credits would always be, "I'll get you, Captain Planet." He was like selling weapons to 2 countries or 2 villages. So he sold this one village a tank, and then he sold the other village a helicopter, and he just keeps selling them more weapons. And then at the end of the episode, they're like, "Only he profits from your conflict." And I was like, man, this is a little too heavy of a subject for a kid's show, don't you think? Of course, it was Ma-T that had to bring that lesson, because he's basically useless unless he gives a lesson. Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, it was all Captain Planet before Metal Gear. They were the ones that figured it out. You know, I really wish Thundercats and Silverhawks had a game made by Konami. Make the Captain Planet game. Wouldn't that be amazing? He'd go into all this detail about how Captain Planet is made out of nanomachines. And vocal cord parasites. And the hamburgers of Kazuya Miller. So you know they're making that new He-Man cartoon, right? Like, that's supposed to take place within the actual He-Man storyline? In other words, it's a continuation of the 80s He-Man. What I wonder, though, is are they gonna have the Orko things at the end? Oh yeah, he's completely recycled, you're right. Made out of 100% recycled nanomachines. Oh my god. He's like voiced by David Hayter. You know? Then we get all these like tragic backstories from the Planeteers. You know, like the one from Russia. She's like, and then I grew up in the war zone, and gunfire was like my lullabies. Yeah, they made a Captain Toxic. Mati's backstory becomes way darker from South America. He becomes like, oh yeah, Captain Pollution. Going down the subway, even though Manhattan's floating in midair. Alright, Mazunaga, have fun lurking. Thank you very much for the sub. Again, I do appreciate it. Whoa, crap. They throw ninja stars as big as their heads, but then again, these guys just come out with comical, like, you know, cartoon-style weights. Like, who would make weights that big? And I think he sounded like a British rock star. Going back to the Konami thing, he whenever he sees Captain Planet, he's like, brother! he just sounds like Liquid Snake. That'd be awesome. You were made superior to me because of your genes. Oh my god. It's just Cam Clark, the guy who voiced Leonardo in Turtles. Oh my god. Oh shit, do the attack. There you go. That was close. You don't press both buttons at once. You press one button slightly before the other. We'll settle this with hand-to-hand combat. Fox! Die! Oh shit. Alright, let's do Michelangelo. See, he's got this, like, kangaroo kick thing that I can spam. He's like, whoa, dude, your brain must be on drugs. Yeah, even when he's crapped into Ocelot. Though apparently, that was just Ocelot pretending to be liquid. It gets really confusing at that point. Like, Ocelot was in it the whole time because it was just a plan by Big Boss, and Ocelot was just following Big Boss's orders. Yeah, he's on everyone's side. But I think it's funnier if it's just Ocelot pretending to be Liquid, because then he basically had this Liquid Snake impersonation lined up since Shadow Moses. You know, you think he would do that with Sniper Wolf? He's like, after Liquid Snake would boss him around, you know, he'd wait for him to leave the room, and then he'd talk to Sniper Wolf. It's like, ah, brother! We must find Metal Gear! Yeah, he just doesn't do it when anyone's looking, but this guy also appeared in the episode Planet of the Turtleoids. What, I think his name is Dirtbag? See, Planet of the Turtleoids is not a made-for-TV movie. It's a, like, 1-hour special for, like, prime time. So it's a two-parter. Going undergrounds, dude. This dangerous sewer leads to the Technodrome. You ever see that cartoon All Stars where they try to teach you about drugs and Michelangelo's there in the sewers and he's like, your brain must be like really messed up, bro. Yeah, the anti-drug cartoon. The one that every kid was excited to see, but was kind of like disappointed because the cartoons didn't do anything but talk about drugs and helping out that Danny kid. It's like you wait like the whole episode. It's like, oh, finally a Ninja Turtle, and he's like, you must be really messed up, man. Yeah, winners don't use drugs. I always loved that in games like Smash TV or Narc. Especially Narc, where you're killing people and picking up cocaine, and it's like, in the middle of it, it's like, winners don't use drugs. I'm like, Smash TV, it's like, come on, whoever made this game was on drugs. Like, look at it. Get over here. See, there's bound to be a sewer level. I mean, it's a Turtles game. Like, you know. But at least they tried to change it up from the last sewer level in the Turtles 2 game. It's more isometric than it is like, side-scroller. And there's no, like, ridiculous sewer missiles. Eats all kinds of mushrooms and gains powers. Yeah, I always thought it'd be funny if Mario's whole thing was actually just one giant hallucination when he fell down, like... When he fell down into the sewers and got knocked out. Because you remember originally, if you look at the Mario Brothers cartoon, they got sucked into a toilet. So that means that the Mushroom Kingdom is all, like, in the sewers. Which the movie kind of followed, too. These fly things from an episode. I'm sure they're in something, or like they were a toy that came with like a bigger character. See, what I also like about the cartoon All-Stars is there's all those YouTube poops of like Michelangelo, you know, where you slow down his voice and it's like, your brain must be like really messed up, bro. Oh yeah, they were just plumbers cleaning out the pipes from turtles and Goombas. Or I don't even think there were Goombas, they were just turtles and crabs. You know, the usual stuff you'd find in the sewers. Oh wow. Alright, spam my... Aww! I want to keep Mikey, but let's go with Dawn. I do like the sound effect they gave him for the bow. Because I think Mikey would be better against the boss. But to be honest, like, as long as I spam his special move, almost every turtle's pretty useful. Oh, Mowzers. I remember the toy Mowzer was huge. Like, it wasn't this, like, the scale of the turtles. It was like the same size of the turtles, because it was a wound-up toy. Yeah, he's the smartest, and he uses a stick. He uses the least complicated weapon. Well, according to the song, Donnie does machines. And then, like, Raphael's like, that's fucked up, yo! Not, son. See, now that Mauser that the foot soldier's writing, that's closer to how the toy was. Except you couldn't have someone write it, sadly. Because he has a chair on it, but, you know. In the comic book, like the Archie comic book, eventually Donatello would use like more of a metal stick. Because it never made sense to me. It's like, how the hell does Donatello beat up robots with a wooden stick? Like, I mean, it makes sense for Leonardo to cut through stuff. I mean, even though that's kind of silly, but we can assume the turtles are stronger than normal people. So we can also assume that it's possible that like Leonardo can cut through steel. Wow, that was 5 foot soldiers on screen. Should've just gave him a spear. A halberd would have been neat, but that's not really a ninja weapon. I like how they bothered to give him, like, when he hits people, he whacks them into the background. That's a nice touch. Boom. See, I would say something about New York City not taking care of the sewers, but we gotta remember Manhattan is now floating in midair. It was never meant to do that. So maybe that's why the pipes are blowing up. Whoa. That'd be another cartoon I'd like to see redone. You know how they're like rebooting the He-Man one? It'd be interesting if they rebooted the Turtles cartoon from the 80s, but pretended that nothing happened after season 1. Here we go, Leatherhead. He's like, oh, I'm gonna make Turtle Cajun stuff out of you. They got his colors correct, though. That's pretty interesting. And they even gave him the gun that he comes with. Like, he comes with a shotgun. The toy did, at least. He's like, oh, dude comes there. I can't do a Cajun accent. I wish I could, because then I could just imitate Gambit all the time. Well, now's the time to redo all the 80s and 90s stuff, because, you know, everyone that was around that time is, like, grown up and they got money, so they can spend money on shit. So it's a good idea to market to them. Did they do a good Ghostbusters reboot? I mean, at least the new Ghostbusters is going to be a continuation. It's just a shame we don't have Egon, but it kind of makes sense. I mean, you know, the actor that played him is dead, so we can't really put him in the movie. His brother's directing it, like, Harold Ramis's brother is going to be the director, so I'm hoping it'll be decent. Oh no, he grabbed me before I could spam my special! Damn it. Oh, the real Ghostbusters? That's another one, like... It depends if this new Ghostbusters movie does well. Or, you know what, if Netflix just decides to throw money at it and be like, yeah, let's have a real Ghostbusters reboot, 12 episodes. And then Bill Murray's like, yeah, I'll do the voice of Peter Bateman this time. Because there's no one alive that can do it. Lorenzo Music is dead, so we can't have him do the voice of Bateman. And he was the voice in the original cartoon. I mean, I guess you could say David Coulier, but fuck him. Like, the guy from Full House. I don't really have any solid strategy to beat Leatherhead. As it's obvious because I've died twice on him. Sound more like a law firm. Oh, when they saw the Ghostbusters movie. So the Ghostbusters movie is in the universe of the real Ghostbusters, but the real Ghostbusters are the real Ghostbusters. Because there's that one episode called Citizen Ghost where they come back after the Zool battle, and this is where fans kind of came up with the whole real Ghostbusters universe. What happened was, you know, they close that door, they do the explosion, so it creates parallel universes. So the movie universe continuation exists, but also the real Ghostbusters. The real movie is part of the Ghostbusters, right? Let's find April. Then we'll get that Bogart Shredder. Shredder's playing at Bogart. I wish there was a real Ghostbusters mod for the Ghostbusters game. You know, that good one that was on the 360 and PS3. Or they make a real Ghostbusters version of that. You know, kind of like how they did that Transformers game that was Gen 1. You know, the guy that wrote for the real Ghostbusters, J. Michael Straczynski, is the same guy that would write episodes for He-Man, as well as Babylon 5. He wrote the best episode of Real Ghostbusters, Miss Fathersham's Attic. And that one about the guy that, like, didn't like chickens. I also like how in the cartoon, right, they got to fight Cthulhu, because there's that one episode called Collect Call from Cthulhu. And then there's that one where they find the Doomsday Door. That one was pretty cool, too. Where all lost things go. I vaguely remember that one. The real Ghostbusters used to be on Netflix. I don't think there are anymore. That sucks. And I remember I was watching a couple of the episodes just because it's like, why might as well, right? Peter finds one of his lost shoes. They definitely had some imaginative episodes, like the cartoon one, you know, where they go into that one animator's like, and it's obviously supposed to be like the old cartoons, like Looney Tunes and stuff, and they go into that cartoon world. I also like the Boogeyman episodes. Because the Boogeyman was the one thing Egon was afraid of. Because apparently the Boogeyman used to harass him as a kid. Which explains why Egon went into the paranormal. Then there's that Sandman episode, and the Sandman has that really fucked up way of talking. You know, where it sounds like he's breathing in. Look at this. Oh. Like, it doesn't sound like he's talking, like, breathing out, like he's doing a breathing in voice. Like, well, let the ghost. Something like that, right? Like, it just sounds so fucked up. Yeah, the soundtrack was awesome. It's actually not it's actually not the soundtrack used in the movie. They got a different singer and everything. But a lot of people think it is the same one from the movie. Being scared of a few episodes. I think that's what made the Ghostbusters fun as a kid, because as a kid, you know, you're like afraid of ghosts. So the Ghostbusters were like your own personal heroes, because it's like, who are you gonna call? You know, they were like, you viewed them as like policemen or like firemen, you know, it's like, man, if something bad happens, I can call the Ghostbusters. Which is funny, because the movie was never meant for kids. It was meant strictly for adults. But kids really gravitated towards it. Then again, that was a lot of movies, right? Like RoboCop. RoboCop was obviously never meant for kids, yet it got a Saturday morning cartoon. Which I was like, don't we already have a cartoon RoboCop? Isn't that Inspector Gadget? I want a nitty-gritty Inspector Gadget reboot a la RoboCop, where it's like after he becomes a robot, like he's shunned by his family, when we have to figure out whether he's owned by ICP, he loses his humanity. Oh my god, that'd be great. Or the ultimate team-up, Inspector Gadget and RoboCop versus the Terminator. That'd be pretty sweet. Like, RoboCop's like, you're an inspector, not a cop. I have jurisdiction. Versus Cyborg Killer. Just have this crap in the Technodrome, because why not? See, when I was a kid, I was lucky enough to have the Technodrome toy and the Turtles sewer. And what's funny is they could connect together, and like, just thinking about that, it's like, why would they connect together? So you're telling me Shredder is like right next door to the Turtles? What I really wish they made was a Channel 6 playset and a street level playset. That would have been the best. I guess you could count the top part of the Turtles lair as a street set. But like a dedicated street set with like a window front that you could throw someone through the window. And like throw like what's it called? Like a fire hydrant. Alright, here comes Tokar and Razar. Or just Toka, I guess. Like... Or is that Razar? Yeah, that's Razar. I'm sorry. Toka's the turtle. But kids loved it. Yeah, in many ways, Jurassic Park was almost like Aliens for kids. Because, you know, like, the Velociraptor is kind of like the alien, but not as creepy. Then again, they made kid toys of aliens as well. I think I had a couple of the Jurassic Park toys. Cause they had that one dinosaur that spits, you know, you could squeeze him and suck up water and then spray water on your other toys, and that'd be like the spit crap. I also had a Tokar and Razar. And they worked well with the cartoon toys. See, he's not that hard, but the reason being is, like, right after him, you gotta fight, like, the Shredder or Krang or something. Unless you get him in this pattern where it's, like, a bitch to even start the first hit. There we go, we gotta get him, like, to do that. You can even see the movies, they tried to make them dark, more adult, than with the Jurassic World, they just said screw it. It's like he's got a lightsaber. Oh shit. No! Alright, let's get Leonardo. Can't really jump kick him, you just kind of have to try and walk into him and hit him. A little more dark than the sequels, just got too kid-friendly. A lot of that was parents' complaints, too. You know, because parents were like, oh, it shouldn't be that dark, you know, we gotta kidify it up. So, in the second movie, they don't fight as much, they do more wacky gags. The same thing with the cartoon. That's why the first season of the cartoon is so awesome. Because they could actually, like, do violent things, you know, like attack robots and shit. And after that, it became more about, like, you know, stupid crap like using a grappling hook to trip robots. Slapstick type comedy. Did it with Ghostbusters. It's like, oh, and the most infamous, I believe, is the Batman. Because Batman Returns, right, was too dark. And so that's why they fired Tim Burton, and then they got whoever to make Batman Forever, and that made more money. Even though Batman Forever is an awful, awful movie. I'm just pissed off that Batman Forever made more money. You know what I mean? Like, really? I bet you it made more money because people thought Batman Returns was so awesome, and then they saw Forever and they're like, this is shit. This is total shit. That's why Batman and Robin bombed. It was like, yeah, you got us once with that shit. Actually, I don't know if Batman and Robin bombed. Maybe it actually did well. But I kind of doubt it. I know critically it didn't do very well. But I don't think it made that much money because they would have milked it more. You know what's sad is Arnold's the best actor in that movie. It's like he gives the best performance. Every other character looks like they're trying to ham it up or phone it in, but Arnold is actually, like, trying. He's actually, like, really into the character of Mr. Freeze and him being tragically, like, heartbroken. That's the funniest part of that movie. Like, Uma Thurman's just doing this, like, really cheesy, campy performance. George Clooney doesn't give a shit, but Arnold, man, like, he thinks he's in Shakespeare. Hey! Thank you, look! But yeah, you're right, the rest of them, they were just there for a paycheck. Hey, Shredder's getting away. Maybe next time we should tie him down or something, I don't know. Hey, Turtles, take to the sky. We can't let Shredder get away. Oh, good. This giant elevator that's on the outside of a building. Ah, fuck. Whoa! I forgot about that. Oh yeah, when he tells him who Batman is. Who's Batman? I'm Batman! Oh yeah, we don't have to worry about him anymore. I think him and Mr. Freeze are like the only bad guys that Batman doesn't kill in those movies. Or that doesn't die, because like Two-Face dies, Joker dies. I mean, I guess Catwoman doesn't die. Penguin's definitely dead. Next level has one of the greatest tunes. Oh, the rooftop level? What's up, Andy? Throw him off the thing. Yeah, Catwoman escapes. Christopher Walken dies. You know, the most iconic of Batman villains. That would have been great after that movie if Christopher Walken was a Batman villain. It's just, oh, who's that? Oh, that's just Christopher Walken. Oh my god. Oh no! And thank you, Heroic Bloodshed, for the sub. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. So they got, like, flying discus things? And thank you. How you doing? Over here. This is like one of the best looking, like, Nintendo games. Now, okay, once we hit the 600th floor, we should be fine. Oh, here we go, finally. Oh, his music is pretty nice. Got a lot of energy. Reminds me of that, like, episode in the cartoon, like the third episode where they fought on the roof. The one where somehow a building gets flooded. Just gonna keep spamming this. Do I know Ninja Turtles on the Super Nintendo? I know it well enough. Like, I used to have it as a kid. Oh, man. But I don't have the Super Nintendo hooked up right now. Just the NES. I think it was called Turtles in Time, right? It has, like, 2 levels that aren't in the arcade. Which still makes the Super Nintendo one better than the arcade one. In my opinion, just because it has those extra levels. Now, if only the movie was like Turtles in Time, but I guess that would require a budget. It was way easier to just film like old samurai crap than to have, like, you know, a cool time travel story with the Turtles. You like the music in Turtles in Time? It is fairly iconic. I like the chapters, you know, when it would go into, like, different things. It's like, you know, like Alley Cat Blues. Or the first one. The first one's like, what, like 3 a.m. in New York, something like that? I think one of the bosses is that mechanical turtle. I don't think he's in this game. Whoa! Yeah, what that turtle's called? Metalhead? That's... what is that even supposed to be? That's just a box. It sounds like a helicopter, but there's no blades. I guess it has those two jets on the bottom. Genesis version has the same music. I like the feel of the Genesis one better. It just doesn't... It lacks the variety of the Super Nintendo one. There's like this one level that's exactly the same as like the other levels, and that's when it kind of like drags down. It's like an underground level. It's like that should have been cut out. That is... You know, like, because the Super Nintendo one has a couple of levels where you're on the boards. You know, the surfboard levels. But other than that, the Genesis one's great. Like, I actually think the hit detection's better in it. I'm gonna have to use a continue, aren't I? Yeah, in that Neon City Blues or whatever. Neon City. Where you fight Krang. I'm gonna have to cheese every guy now. Foot. It turns out the foot soldiers work at Foot Locker. Works at Foot Locker. Oh crap. I was trying to do a spin. And I still got like 2 continues. The good thing is though, like you get your first one up fairly fast. Of course, I could cheese them all and just throw them. I like to think I throw them into the ball. Those guys have no anti-air. I don't think these guys have any either, because they throw the boomerang. Oh no, wait, they got the punch. I'll get one of them. Okay, they'll come back. Oh no, they're over there. Okay. Gotta love that hitbox. That got him. Yes, it is the NES. Like, very late era NES. I think 93 or 92. '92, okay. So it wasn't like super late, but it was definitely like the Super Nintendo was already out. Did this come out after Turtles in Time? I almost think it did. We got the Super in like 93. Yeah, because what, the Super came out in like 92. Or was it 91? It was either like 91 in Japan and 92 in the States. Or like very late 91. Still around 96. What's up, Gunstar? That was like right 96. That was like what, like a year before the year or two before the N64. Because I always forget the N64 was like, you've been lurking on and off. Fair enough. Like the N64 didn't like lasted up to like 2001 almost, right? Because it didn't really have the longest lifespan. It feels like it had like 3 or 4 years. Got the N64 in 98? Okay, so it was around in 98. And then the Dreamcast was like 99. Maybe that's why it feels like the N64 didn't have as long of a staying power as the Super Nintendo. Then again, none of them compare to the NES. That thing was a good 10 years on the market. Oh my goodness. The Saturn is so much better than the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast was amazing though, like, because, like, for the first time we could play 3D games with decent frame rate. I definitely like the Saturn controller better than the Dreamcast one, like, even though the Dreamcast had, like, King of Fighters 98 and Street Fighter Alpha 3, it was like a pain to play them, though it did have a really good arcade stick. High-res anti-alias. Oh, here's Toki. Get him over here. Oh, crap. Cycle Crusher. I forget if he has, like, any kind of range attack. I don't think he does. I think he just keep doing this. Oh, shit! So he's got an uppercut that knocks you into the background. He's got one heck of a jab. Because, I mean, there were, like, decent 3D games with good frame rate, but it was like Virtua Fighter, you know what I mean? It wasn't like Soul Calibur level, or, like Sonic Adventure, like 3D. Because I don't know, does Mario 64 run at 60? I don't think it does. I think it runs at like 30. Saturn had more of an arcade feel to it. It definitely had, like, the better versions of Street Fighter. Even its Street Fighter Alpha 3 is better than the Dreamcast one. But that was only in Japan, sadly. It was 30? That's about right. Because I think the only, like, 60 frames per second N64 game is F-Zero. Or maybe, like, a fighting game. Can't beat Mega Man 2. What, on hard or just in general? Ah! Let's get Donnie. Also, what's up, Mangle? Just in general? Because there's like those two difficulties. I don't think there was an easy difficulty in Japan. No, F-Zero is definitely 60. They targeted 60. Yeah, you can beat Blaster Master. I would assume Blaster Master is a harder game because you get lost. The system is no. F-Zero is definitely 60 frames per second. That was only hard in Japan? Yeah, so hard is just normal. They made the easy mode for, like, Americans. I forget, is there a level or is it just the boss fight? Boy, I hope it's just the boss fight. No, it's totally a level. Crap. Then we get the Hey Hey song. See, my plan is to beat this level, right? And then, oh yeah, I gotta fight Krang. And then on the last boss, still have 1 credit, so I'm able to, like, beat the game. Because last time I played this on stream, I got to Super Shredder. But I didn't have any credits. Maybe should have put up a seizure warning? I think that's just established whenever you play NES, because it has, like, really fast blinking lights. Like, really fast blinking lights. Don has the longest weapon. He definitely does when he throws. He just has, like, the crappiest special. Because I feel like I can either use Leonardo and get multi-hits with his special, or, what's it called? Use Michelangelo and get out of, like, their way with his special, but still get the hit in. Maybe Raphael, because he does, like, his special gives him a lot of room. It's almost like a projectile. Over here. They're so annoying. They're like the AI in, what's that Spider-Man game? Maximum Carnage, where they're just able to just stay right out of your range. Though, in Maximum Carnage, it's even more annoying because they always try to get behind you. Raph has the weakest special, does he? I guess because it is, like, one of the safest specials. He's got so many invincible frames, and like when he lands, he's not that vulnerable because he can just do the special again. But I'm pretty sure every turtle is invincible when they do their special. Look at their teleporters. How does like a wooden bow beat rock soldiers? Who knows? How does a whip hurt a turtle? Get over here! Yes, they are. I mean, Raph does less damage. Oh, okay. What? Still going with Raph, though. What about Leo's? Is Michelangelo's the strongest per hit? Because his never does a multi-hit. As far as I know. At most, you're going to get 2 hits out of it. Leo, I think you can get up to 3 hits out of his on bosses. Oh, it doesn't count as a hit when I throw the dude at him when they're riding the discus. Oh yeah, these guys, all they know how to do is body slam. Oh, and throw that one punch. They're like the pro wrestling foot soldiers. And then these guys were equipped with high-tech barrels. It's like those early Simpson toys, you know, when you would buy Nelson and he came with the barrels so you could put Bart in it and then roll him. Oh man, Technodrome floor pizza. Wonder who thought up the body slam foot soldier. They're running out of ideas at that point. Is it gonna stay on screen? Oh. Alright, I'll go get it. Was just seen. I guess it's the blue one, right? It's the blue rock soldier. It's either that or Krang. Oh, well, that's really disappointing. Oh no, it spits fireballs! I think... Let's see. I think the Blue Rock Soldier's in the Super Nintendo version. Because in the second game, he's the one that's like guarding Splinter. Get over here. Oh, the next room is Krang? Okay. Oh, I think Krang's easier in this one than he is in the second one because I can spam my special. The second one, that Krang has so much HP, it's ridiculous. And then you gotta get him at like the exact range. Ah. I'm getting impatient. There we go. Cowabunga! And he's like in the dimension. Oh no, there's still more! I really had to pad out the end, huh? I think as long as I can get to Super Shredder, I don't have to, like, waste a... Like, if I use a continue, I don't start, like, at the beginning of this Technodrome level. Or UFO level, or whatever you want to call it. A whole stage next. Oh, man. I do like the remix Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle music, though. Don't remember about how it works. I think as long as I can get to Super Shredder. The continue works with Super Shredder and I don't have to do the whole UFO crap. I'm hoping that's the case. And then hopefully I get like another one-up pretty soon. $200,000? So as long as I don't throw the foot soldiers. Oh, that's what those things do. It's so tempting, though. Might as well throw some of them. It's safer. Oh. Oh, just one, damn it. But I lined it up. Oh, what? What? Really? What? No invincibility frames? Well, I'll take that. That's fine. These guys just came in like, hey, look how we can balance on this stuff. These the body slam ones? Yep. They were either that or the boomerangs. Come on. See, like, right out of my range. Alright, there we go. So now, the rest of the foot soldiers I'll just throw. Screw it. They always get the anti-air at this point. So you can't just jump kick them. What? He's invincible? What? Oh my, I hate the fact that that punch beats the jump kick. No pizza. That sucks. Oh, but it's Krang, so we're good. He's kind of annoying, right? Like, he flies around in this one. Oh, shit. let's get Leo. See, I had Mike for the anti-air. That shouldn't have hit me. I shouldn't get hit by his missiles at all. That I always get hit by. Yeah, he splits in two. Can I not hit him? There we go. Oh, this... There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh! Well, fine. Yeah, you get back on your body. My android body! Oh, shit. Oh, should I keep it up with Leo, though? You know what? Yeah, because I like his special better. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to jump kick. There we go. Okay, so now I got like one continue left. Here he goes. So he doesn't even have his little flotation device. He can just float now. He doesn't even have the little jetpack thing. What makes Shredder dangerous, he's got a one-hit kill attack. Let's see if I remember his patterns. Crap. It probably is, he just takes a lot more damage. I got two continues, so I got two shots at him. Unless I have to start at the beginning of the Technodrome. Leo is not- Oh my god! Well, it's actually the beginning of the Crane Technodrome. You think Mikey's the better one? I'll do that one then. At least I'm hoping this... I think this is the one where I fight Krang, not the one with the Mauser. Based on the color of the background and the music. That also means I can try to get like an extra credit here. Oh, there we go. Damn it, that was cheap. Ah. It's like, ideally, they shouldn't hit me at all. Best choice to beat Shredder? I think you're right. I think the one time I beat Shredder was with Mikey. Definitely a character that can get out of the way or cover a lot of ground, so either Mikey or Raph. Oh, why? Raph lands too soon, needs a delay. Sometimes I almost want to have no health so I can just spam my special the whole time, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I'm like, screw it, I just want to spam this special attack constantly. Like, timing it? I gotta use Raph for these guys. I should have been using him in the beginning. Because he has the best, like special to clear out crap like this. I'm just getting really impatient. That's the problem. Just kind of annoyed that enemies just stay out of my range and just keep doing this, you know. So I'm gonna get a 1-up pretty soon. Comes the third one. We can knock one of them off. Oh, what? At least my jump kick beats their slam. One thing I like about the newer Turtles game is you have that dash. So you can like, you know, like dash into them and smash them with that. Whereas here, the only way you can get close to them is by a jump kick. Because then they'll just keep backing up, like just right out of your attack range. Except for these guys. It's like these guys actually want to fight and try to hit you. Are in this Turtle games versus the original Nintendo. Well, this isn't Turtle Palooza. This is the original Nintendo's Turtle game. Oh yeah, you're right. It isn't Turtles 1. The thing is, though, it's like I find out with a lot of Konami games, it's like when I play them, it's like, oh, this sounds kind of like the Turtles game. Because Konami has a very distinct sound for their games. While improving the gameplay. No, what was wrong with those was the sound effects. So, I can see why. Looks like they only had one composer. I think they just had this, like, one special sound chip in their cartridges. Which would explain why, like, you hear the same instruments. But you don't really hear those instruments in other, like, you know, like, when you listen to, like, say, Mega Man, like a Capcom game, you don't hear, like, the same exact drum that you hear in a Konami game. Yeah, it does. It has this like really distinct bass that you hear in like Castlevania, as well as this game. And like either they had a special mapper in the cartridge that allowed them to do that, or they were the only ones that used that in the Nintendo sound chip. That chips, that isn't one of them. Well, no, there's those sound chips, but then there's like different mappers. Get this? I like how it's the Channel 6 music. Like, why the Channel 6 music? Damn it. Okay, now I can spam. Oh, but now he's off the screen, so I can't just do my bullshit. Oh, what? That shouldn't have hit me. Doesn't have audio hardware? Oh. Alright, let's switch to Leo. Damn you. Gotta get him to do the missile, because I can stand right next to him with the missile. It's a distance thing. He only does the missile when I'm far away, which makes sense. Shit. I should have jump kicked to get closer to him. He's a cheap bastard. He goes like off screen. Oh, fuck. No! No! Fuck! So you gotta get him in that. Audio drivers, ah. So they had their own, like, audio kits. Wish you wouldn't go near those electric, the electric fence thing. Electric lasers? I notice he doesn't flash. Okay, now he flashes. Oh, fuck. Damn it. No, get close, fuck! There, thank God. Don't forget about Mikey. Let's see how much damage I can get with Leo before he dies. I gotta, like, remember Shredder's pattern. Oh, thank goodness. I gotta remember Shredder's pattern, so I gotta learn it with Leo. Because, like, he does that teleport, then the lightning. I think I can, like, beat the lightning with the vertical jump. Or just spam my bullshit. Fuck. Thank you. As long as he doesn't hit me with the one-hit kill thing, because that's the one thing that kind of gets me. Shit. Oh no, he was supposed to do... Fuck. Shit. No! Fuck! Man, I really want to fight him with Raphael. It's like, then he won't be able to hit me. With Mike, I gotta get close to him. I hate doing this fucking level. Oh, that was just annoying. Like, did they really have to make me have to do the whole long-ass level that's really boring and all I do is fight, like, 3 foot soldiers at a time? Oh, it's okay, Andy Lee James. I mean, I thought that was the way too, but it's like, you know, I'm just gonna stick... Because I feel like Raphael, I can handle, like, avoiding him a lot better. Because I can stick and move. But I do remember beating him with either Raphael and Michelangelo. I just forgot, like, how I was able to sort of get him in, like, a beatable stage. I kind of remember how to beat Krang now, because he does his rocket punch like 4 times. And then he'll do the missiles, and then you can just run up to him and hit him. Though I don't really have any kind of answer for when he splits into 2. I do know that I'm, like, kind of sick of this level, though. I can tell you that much. But then again, last time I was really sloppy. Maybe this time I can do it without, like, losing too much health. And then end up with, like, way more lives when I hit Super Shredder. Hopefully not lose a life against some... God, fuck. Against Krang. Because if I can cheese Krang a little bit, like when he splits in 2, like do the jump kick. Or Sky Attack on Shredder. Yeah, I mean, like when you got your timing down. But it's like, I'm trying to get with the strategy of, like, not using my special until I'm, like, low on health, but at the same time I feel like using my special only. But I also feel like that's too dangerous. I feel more confident against Krang, though. I will say that. I do hate these robot guys, though. Shit! That means I can't spam my special. God damn it. Because you can't get anywhere close to them. They just keep backing up. That's what makes it annoying. Is like, you know, the fact that they... It's like playing Street Fighter 2, you know? Like, you can't jump at them, because as soon as you jump, they do the anti-air. And then they just keep backing up, and it's just like, God. But as long as I can get Krang in that jump kick, like, cycle, when he splits in two, then I should have, like, at least a couple, like, one more life when I fight Shredder. And that might be the big difference right there, because then I'm allowed more mistakes. Hit him, please. Thank you. You know what? I really like fighting these guys because they actually come at me. It's all the other things. They actually try to fight me. Everything else just runs away, and then I try to jump kick it, and then it punches me. And a mess of your assault, so you just spam specials and hope you don't get hit, huh? I got, like, as long as I can get him in that pattern where he does his rocket punch 4 times and then does the missiles, then I can kill him. That's how I'll handle him when he's, like, standing. What I'm really worried about is when he splits into 2. Because he is unbelievably annoying when there's 2 of them. Almost there, come on. Shit. Alright, there it is. Okay, now to just get him in that pattern. Is it 2 times? Son of a bitch. Five times. See, it's random too, like... Oh, fuck! Alright, let's get to Leo. Yeah, he's already in the flying stage, that's good. The only thing I can think of is wait for the hammer. And then hope the legs aren't, like, in a spot where they can hit you. block. So in other words, just run away until he does the hammer time. But before he does hammer time, get as far away from his legs. Now it's like I'm playing Pro Street Fighter. You gotta make the match as boring as possible. That's the worst AI fighting, does it? Oh no, I was just thinking of like actually, you ever go into a pro tournament in Street Fighter? What happens is the best players fight the most boring fight possible. But that's how you're supposed to play, like super safe and unentertaining. But it's just really annoying because they never attack you. They just wait for you to make mistakes. Like a real fight. Yeah, like real fight, like MMA fights are like that too, like especially championship fights. The champion just runs away for 5 rounds. Because he knows like he'll win a decision, because he's the champion, so he doesn't have to fight. Oh, here we go. No, that sucks! Fuck you! I'm gonna pick Raph. So I go into the Krang fight with Raph. I mean, you know what? I would fight like that if I was paid like 15 to 20 million a fight. Or whatever, like the ludicrous amount of money boxers make when they're champions. Like, I'd do that. Like, it's, you know, you don't want to lose. You're there to win. So I can't really blame him too much. Wow, it still hit me. Yeah, for 15 million. Yeah, exactly. Like you're not gonna fight. You're not gonna try to actively beat the other guy. They're there to beat you. You're the champion. Go have your George St. Pierre fight. Just lay on the guy for 5 rounds and be like, I'm the champ. Oh, those were some good hits. Oh, fuck! Take Splinter. Yeah, you're right. Splinter could beat him. He would do that fan attack. Or fight like a foot soldier. Just keep hitting him and then backing up. Oh my god! Down to the wire! I see what you mean though, like with Mikey, you can kind of get him in the crisscross. Real close. I did not want to do that level again. I got the right pattern the last 3 hits. You can also do it with your normals, but you can't get him in, you can't be in the corner. In other words, you put him in the corner and then you hit him and back off, hit him and back off, hit him and back off, and then he won't hit you. Don't back off too much, because then it'll do his one hit, turn you into a turtle attack, the 3-wave electric. That's what I remember. Playing Mortal Kombat Mythologies? Oh man, you're brave to play that game. Foot Soldier. Stone Warrior. What's the blue one called? Stone Warrior 2? Ground Chuck. So I said that's the end of the game, Sub-Zero falls off cliff. Fujin! Oh my goodness. Razor. Just normal Shredder. And Toka. Yeah, that attack where he turns into like a normal turtle, that's the one you gotta watch out for. This music's not bad. Alright, now what should I play now? Should I just switch to Game Boy? Should I attempt Turtles 3 on Game Boy? That one's a Metroidvania. Babies, they are babies, Toka and Razar. Hey, look, directed by, yeah, that guy. Thank you for playing. They were only able to do the right side quotes. There's only so much memory for the right, so they had to do. They couldn't do a left side and a right side quotation. Cowabunga. And thanks for being here, Andy Lee James. You have a good one. Just to be jerks. I can't get out of it. Now to play New Game Plus. No, I'm just kidding. There is no such thing, thank God.